Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Red Raiders will put total leather to crank us up. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. He'll throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On the option. Now the toss. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Crosses the 30. He's got away. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. On the run, it's Edwards. Jukes his way for more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school.
Oh, a lot of space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Keeps it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Back to pass, it's Morton. The short hands, it's Hudson. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. On the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Johnson wants to throw it.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes, and you just saw it right there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going right to work up top. Under fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kansas State quick to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hogan. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught over the middle. It's Oakland. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Valdez. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Morton. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. That's caught. It's Eakin. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answers are.
They'll go right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Right back to it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Carter. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Got it in the middle, it's Douglas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Looking for a gap, it's Valdez. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Power football with the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. He's looking to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Maryland is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 17 over Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for space. It's Joyner. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
As an offense, you've got the lead. You've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it out.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today.
Oh, no, the ball popped out.
And listen, QB job number 1. Take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
This drive will start at their own. Seven-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Bradley. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Oakland. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
First of all, to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
trying to keep the drive alive. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Right back to the well. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Joyner. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads.